Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Do you ever sit down to study, full of motivation, only to find yourself scrolling through your phone 10 minutes later? You're not alone. It feels like our brains are just wired for distraction. But what if I told you there's a scientific reason for it, and more importantly, a way to beat it? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the science of focus, and I'll share some game-changing strategies to help you study for hours without burning out. So, why is it so hard to focus? It all comes down to our brain's reward system. Our brains are constantly seeking dopamine, that feel-good chemical. Things like checking social media, watching a funny video, or even just getting up to grab a snack give us a quick, easy hit of dopamine. Studying, on the other hand, involves delayed gratification. The reward, like a good grade, is far off in the future. So, when faced with the choice between the immediate pleasure of a distraction and the long-term effort of studying, our brain often defaults to the easy win. It's not that you're lazy. Your brain is just doing what it's programmed to do. Seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. Another big culprit is something called cognitive load. Your working memory, the part of your brain that juggles information, has a limited capacity. When you try to cram too much information at once or study a really complex topic, you overload it. This mental fatigue makes you much more susceptible to distractions because your brain is basically screaming for a break. Think of it like trying to carry too many groceries at once. Eventually, you're going to drop something. The same thing happens with information in your brain. Okay, so now that we know the enemy, how do we fight back? The first and most powerful technique is the Pomodoro method. You've probably heard of it, but are you doing it right? It's not just about setting a timer. The magic is in the structure. You work with intense focus for 25 minutes, and then you take a mandatory 5-minute break. During that 25 minutes, your phone is off, tabs are closed, and you are 100% committed to the task. Then, during the 5-minute break, you actually get up, stretch, walk around, and do something completely unrelated to your work. This cycle tells your brain, hey, a break is coming soon, which makes it easier to resist distractions during the focus period. After 4 cycles, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This rhythm prevents burnout and keeps your mind fresh. Next up, let's talk about your environment. Your study space is crucial. You need to create a distraction-free zone. This means your phone should be in another room, or at least turned off and out of sight. Use website blockers if you have to. The goal is to increase the friction for distractions. If you have to get up, walk to another room, and turn on your phone just to check a notification, you're much less likely to do it. Also, make sure your space is organized. A cluttered desk can lead to a cluttered mind. A clean, dedicated workspace signals to your brain that it's time to get serious. My third tip is to break down your tasks. Staring at a huge goal like study for the final exam is incredibly overwhelming and a surefire way to trigger procrastination. Instead, break it down into tiny, manageable chunks. For example, instead of study biology, your task could be read and summarize Chapter 3, Section 1, or complete 10 practice problems for calculus. Checking off these small tasks gives you a series of mini dopamine hits, essentially hijacking your brain's reward system to work for you, not against you. This builds momentum and makes the entire process feel less like a chore and more like a series of small victories. Finally, be mindful of your energy levels. No amount of willpower can overcome physical exhaustion. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and eating nutritious food. You can't expect your brain to perform at its peak if you're running on empty. Schedule your most demanding study sessions for times when you naturally have the most energy, whether that's first thing in the morning or late at night. Working with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it makes a world of difference. So, to recap, use the Pomodoro technique to structure your time. Create a distraction-free environment, break down large tasks into small, achievable goals, and take care of your physical well-being. It's not about forcing yourself to focus through sheer willpower. It's about creating a system that makes focusing the easiest option. Start implementing these strategies one by one, and you'll be amazed at how much your concentration and productivity improve. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on how to study smarter, not harder. Let me know in the comments which one of these techniques you're going to try first. See you in the next video.